Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. You are here. You are here. This is the home of the Forever Theater Kid. My name is Emily and I'm so happy you're here. Today and for the next couple Fridays, I think I'm gonna be bringing you something a little bit different and...
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't.
It's supposed to go up today? I just realized that this video is supposed to go up on Thursday, not Friday. This week has been a mess. Today and for the following Thursdays, where my usual uploads will be happening, I am bringing you some virtual vacations. I have so much footage from when I worked on cruise ships. At the end of the video, I will put a couple of playlists of my other vlogs that I did while I was on cruise ships. One of the perks of being on cruise ships is traveling, and that's one of the things I tell people that I loved the most about cruise ships, aside from performing every single night as my job and making nice money and performing with my husband. I also got to travel the entire world. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to my channel because we got more travel vlogs coming out from some virtual vacations so that we can escape our homes for a little bit safely while feeling like we're in a different land. Also, make sure that you follow me on Instagram. And if you scroll all the way down on Instagram, you can see where I really was like in these places. But I realized as I'm putting this footage together of when I went to Singapore, which was really awesome. It was at the end of our work break for when I was on the Carnival Spirit. Our ship was in dry dock in Singapore. So I just wanted to bring a little bit of context here. And I'm really bummed because I lost a lot of the footage. So I'm sorry about that. And probably if I didn't say anything, you wouldn't have really noticed. It was a really, really great, cool experience. I wanted to share some of that with you. I wanted to help you escape a little bit from, you know, the walls that you might be seeing day in and day out while you're still in quarantine. If I find the need to like bring some context in, I will do so here. It was a very, very warm, very, very tropical climate. And I don't think I've ever been in a city-state nonetheless, where the climate felt so tropical. It was really interesting, the contrasting of like concrete city to like the environment. Singapore was probably the most lush city I've ever been in. There was greenery and there were plants and flowers everywhere. So I just thought that was really, really beautiful and really, really cool. The people of Singapore were wonderful. The one thing that sucked, and it's because of me, it's not because of Singapore at all, is I had a really hard time finding food I could eat. I can't handle anything spicy. White. Hi. A lot of ramen, but it was also so hot, so it was hard to eat ramen when it was so hot. I was like sweating into my ramen. Tried a bunch of different food. I just couldn't handle it, and it was really sad because Gabe was enjoying it so much, so I was like, it's gotta be delicious. Wow, I'm realizing there's so many things that we didn't get to do. What a bummer. So on our first night, I believe we arrived, or late afternoon, early evening when we first came to Singapore, and the first thing that we did was we met up with Gabe's friend Sharia. We went across the water area from the Marina Bay Sands Singapore hotel. So that big ship, that big building that's like, it's like a hotel and there's like a ship on top of the building, that's the Marina Bay Sands.
Hey guys, we are in Singapore. You know, casual. And that's a private little pool. And that's a private little pool. But we're at a bar and we're gonna see if the light show is gonna happen right over there. It's just about to happen, I think, we hope.
I think it was really cool to be in a really cool rooftop, like trendy bar and just looking at it. Unfortunately, we weren't at the bar. The light show was there. I'll include footage of the light show. I actually never got to see the light show, spoiler, because we just kept missing it. But my friend gave me footage from when she saw the light show, so at least we have some of it. So I got to see what it looked like, and it was really, really beautiful. It was very Vegas, but 10 times better. It was actually very close to Disney, like Disney in Singapore. We got a couple drinks and then we actually headed over to the place that we were gonna go the next day. We went to the Gardens by the Bay, which is right like past the Marina Bay Sands, so they're all connected. And at night, the gardens at the Marina Bay are so cool. They remind me of Avatar and the bioluminescence. It's very, very cool, very pretty. You just felt like you were in a place that wasn't a city at all. It was like, Singapore is so unique in that way where you're just like, I feel like I'm walking in a city that's actually in a movie, like a very futuristic movie. I felt like I was in Star Wars. Yeah, that's what I felt. First and maybe only real full day that we had in Singapore, we went and really spent times at the Garden by the Bay.
Today, Gabe and I are going on a little solo adventure and we're gonna go see the Cloud Forest. The Cloud Forest. I mean, everything that we've seen here so far is just so beautiful. It's so clean. People are very friendly, so it's a really cool city so far. And it's really, really hot. It's really humid, so the hair is up in the big bun today. These swishy pants are actually very good when it's hot. The chafe factor is low. I feel like I'm in Jurassic Park and Avatar at the same time.
Right?
We went to the Flower Dome, and I believe the other part of it was the Cloud Forest. The Cloud Forest was like, just like a mountain of greenery and waterfalls and just pure beauty. I couldn't get over just how cool it was. We were walking in and out and like just enveloped in this beautiful, textured place that was so pretty. And then after that, we went into the Flower Dome, which was just like a botanist's dream. Like this whole place was just every type of flower you could see. There was a whole section for succulents where I was like, I'm home. It was just so cool. Then, going into the night, we met up with Sharia for dinner, and actually it was at this wonderful place that you will see the footage now, and it was chef's kiss. I could eat there. I was very happy.
Now I normally I get nervous to venture out and try new foods, but this place was so amazing. I think it's Thai. I think it's Thai food. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I will correct myself. Or please correct me here. So we just left our friend Sharia. How good was that food?
But real quick, Taiwanese food, huh? Check out the list.
Okay, so that was Thai.
Taiwanese food, not Thai food.
Oh, Taiwanese is different.
Taiwanese food is from Taiwan, Thai food is from Thailand.
Oh. So it was
Dumplings full of
Taiwanese.
exploding soup.
It was Taiwanese. But yes, amazing. Yeah, I didn't film because I just don't know how other people feel. So I didn't want to bombard with a camera. So it was amazing.
We walked along Orchard Road, which was just a really beautiful like main strip of Singapore that had a lot of shopping, a lot of malls. So many malls in Singapore, a lot like Australia in that there's just malls everywhere you go in ways that you're like, oh, I didn't know a mall was right there. I'm in a mall now. Hello, malls. That's the way to do a mall.
You should try it.
Then after we ate, we went to this place that was called the Night Safari. The Night Safari was so dope. It was so cool. It was all nocturnal creatures. The main footage that you're gonna see is of a show that we saw. That was really, really cool because number one, there was no enclosures around us. Not even like when I was at Bali Safari where there was some distance between the animals and us / also some barriers. At the Night Safari, that did not exist. These animals were just so highly trained that they trusted the fact that nothing was gonna happen.
It's Jumanji.
Oh my god.
Babe, it's Jumanji.
I'm turning up to this right now. Just like you. That's a mean like you.
That like you was real nice.
Are you feeling good tonight?
I love her.
Not too bad. People at the back, I can't hear you. Once again, are you feeling good tonight? 안녕하세요. 안녕. 晚上好，晚上好，晚上好。请不要用闪光灯，好不好？好，谢谢你们。And selamat malam. Selamat malam. Jangan menggunakan flash camera Anda. Okay, any other languages that I've missed out tonight? Do you all understand English?
Probably my biggest disappointment is that I lost so much footage from the Night Safari. I don't think you were able to see much because, yeah, it was all at night. But it was just really, really cool. It was an experience that I've never had before. So if you're ever in a place that offers nighttime zoo passes or a nighttime safari where you're more likely to see a lot of animals that are nocturnal, go for it. I remember like there was one point where Gabe and I were starting to walk through and we were starting to leave, and what we heard this gigantic bull elephant like so loudly, and it like shook the entire place. And then we heard a lion like basically calling back to the elephant. It was really cool. And it really felt like the animals were cared for. It felt very well run. It felt very beautiful, respected, and it was really, really cool. And I'm really happy we went.
A little friend from Papua. Because Singapore is known as a city of lions, the lion city, so I wanted to get a lion. Tomorrow we get back on the ship, so we have to pack again, and then unpack again.
Surprise! We got to stay in Singapore for another day. I don't know our ship was just like, you have to come back. And then they were like, you can go out for a little bit longer. So we went out for one more night in Singapore, or one more day and night. We got the full day. We almost missed the boat at night. They had moved the boat from dry dock into wet dock, which we didn't realize was a thing. And we almost missed the boat. Spent a lot of time in Clark Quay. Clark Quay was a really, really cool spot. It had a lot of restaurants, it had a lot of shopping, had a lot of seating areas, and obviously the people of Singapore know how the climate is, so they created an outdoor space that had a lot of like ways in which to shield the sun. It didn't feel like you were enclosed in an area, it felt like you were still in the fresh air, but it reminded me of Gardens by the Bay, of how like the big like mushroomy type of things would just cover a certain areas so the sun wouldn't come through. And it was great. We got some drinks, we listened to some live music, and then the next day, I believe it was the next day, we came back and just explored and took some pictures for like fountains that were coming up, and it was just a really cool experience, and we just really enjoyed Singapore. We had such a good time.
So as a turn of event, Gabe and I are still in Singapore, still gonna try to see the Marina Bay lights. Fingers crossed that we make it.
We can do it.
So we're getting dinner at this really cute area. This area is called Clark Quay, and it's kind of like the gardens that they had. This place is just really cool. Singapore's a really awesome city, so if anyone gets a chance, or if they're ever flying somewhere else and they have a layover in Singapore, explore, because it's really cool. This area, Clark Quay, is really cool.
And
It's all
small.
just
You can see a lot of it in like a day.
yeah. Most things are like 25 minutes. Like the furthest you have to go is 25 minutes. This area is really cute for like cute little restaurants. Probably more Western food is here, so it's not as many like authentic Asian cuisines here, but like I kind of need this for my body. My body's like, please give me Western food.
She's been very brave.
I've been very brave, but I need to be a wuss tonight. I mean, Gabe, we're at a microbrewery. He's so excited. The taco place there, live music over there. We actually have some friends over there. It's really cute. Check it out.
We really, really wanted to see the water light show that was at the Marina Bay Sands, and we just kept missing it. But my friend Jerry, she gave me her footage from when she saw the show, so here's a little bit of that now. But I hope you enjoy a little bit of that. So I remember being really, really bummed that we missed that, and then Gabe was just like, you know what? We look cute, we're dressed pretty much to the nines. We went to the Marina Bay Sands. We were just like, why not? We're here, we're probably never gonna be in Singapore ever again, so we did it. We went up to the Marina Bay, we had a nice drink, we saw as far as the eye could see in such a beautiful, beautiful place. And it was just magical. Like, it honestly felt like you were in another world. It's really cool to go back and like think about that now and just be like, wow, like I went there, I did that. That was our 24 hours plus-ish spent in Singapore. It was quick. We just kind of saw the biggest highlights. It was really, really awesome and really exciting, and we just felt really fortunate that we got to spend that kind of time. Number one, with a long lost friend that Gabe had from high school, but then also just to experience something that was just so different for us. There's so many other places in Singapore that we could have gone that we just didn't have the chance to do, but that's okay when we go back, when everything's lifted. I hope that this video brought you a little bit of escapism, just a little bit, because we all need that, right? We hope that this video just kind of helped you kind of feel like you were in Singapore for just a little bit. I've got a couple more of these videos. Now is a better time than ever to go on a virtual vacation. Am I right? Am I right? So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are excited to see the next virtual vacation, please tell me down below. Try to guess where you think I'm gonna take you next week, because I think it might be pretty long too, because I've got so much footage from there. There's a place that I was at quite a bit last year. It's a place that I've uploaded music footage that pays homage to this beautiful place. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Give this video a like if you liked it. Subscribing is really, really great, but also liking this video and commenting down below really mean a lot to me. Not just because like I know you like it, but also it helps with the algorithm, not gonna lie. And we want our community to grow. We want our Forever Theater Kid fam to expand as far as the eye can see. It just tells YouTube that my videos are worth sharing with others and putting them on that like little related section. Got more travel videos for you right there. And if you want to see Bali, which came right before here, I'll put a couple Bali videos for you right there. So thank you so much. I'll see y'all in my next one. Stay sane, stay safe, stay inside if you can, and I'll see you over there. Bye, friends.